How to get a cat into a pet carrier. A pet carrier is not your cat's best friend. In fact, she may try anything and everything to avoid getting in the carrier, including using her claws and teeth. Although getting your cat into her carrier can be challenging, there are ways to make it a less stressful experience for the both of you. Part 1. Acclimating your cat to her pet carrier. 1. Start the acclimation process early. The earlier in your cat's life that she becomes comfortable with her carrier, the better. Kittens tend to be more adaptable than adult or senior cats, so it is best to start the acclimation process when your cat is a kitten. If you have an older cat, the acclimation process will probably take a bit longer. It may take anywhere from several weeks to several months before your cat is comfortable with her carrier. If you want to put your cat in a carrier to take her on a trip with you, start the acclimation process at least several weeks before your departure. 2. Leave the carrier out at all times. To cats, the presence of a pet carrier usually means something bad is about to happen, like a trip to the vet's office. If you take the carrier out only when you need to take your cat somewhere, then she will likely learn to fear it. Therefore, it is recommended to leave the carrier out on the floor all the time. Leave the carrier door open. This will allow your cat to enter and exit the carrier as she pleases, without fearing that you are going to close the door on her. 3. Place the pet carrier in a favorite location. Even with unlimited access, your cat may not want to enter the carrier if it is in a location where she does not frequent. Put the carrier in one of her favorite spots, such as by a window that gets lots of sunlight. 4. Make the inside of the carrier enticing for your cat. The carrier should feel like a place of comfort and safety to your cat, even if she's not exactly thrilled about being inside of it. One way to entice your cat into the carrier is to make it smell familiar to her. For example, place her favorite towel or blanket in the carrier. Spray cat pheromones, available at your local pet store, in the carrier. Place some kibbles, treats, or catnip in your cat's carrier. Replenish the supply when needed. If she has some favorite toys, place those in the carrier as well. 5. Feed your cat in her carrier. If your cat seems comfortable spending time in her carrier, try feeding her when she is inside of it. Initially, however, she may not want to eat her meals inside of her carrier. Rather, she may feel more comfortable eating her meals near the carrier. Place her food bowl a few feet away from the carrier. Gradually move the bowl closer to the carrier each time that you feed her. If she doesn't want to eat the food when you move the bowl closer, move it back and start the process again. Ideally, your cat will work up to eating from her bowl when it is inside the carrier. If she does this, try feeding her in her carrier every day. Your cat may not eat in the carrier if she senses you watching her. She may think you will close the door behind her. Stand far enough away from her so that she can eat without that suspicion. 6. Practice closing the carrier door. Being inside the carrier could feel like a trap to your cat, so she will need to become comfortable with you closing its door. When she enters the carrier, briefly close the door. Immediately give her a treat, then unlock the door and let her out. Do not practice closing the door when your cat is eating. Start by closing the door for only a few seconds. When you repeat this process, slowly increase the amount of time you leave the carrier door closed before offering her a treat and letting her back out. Give her a treat only if she does not get upset or try to get out when you shut the door. If she does either of those, decrease the amount of time you keep the door closed.